Foul ball. The boos were unmistakable as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle appeared at the Dodger game for the World Series in what can be only described as a massive, very, very dumb publicity.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle booed at the baseball, and the delusional Duke has a face like thunder as he increasingly questions the choices he's making in life. Look at that, sells candles online, $75 a piece. None of this makes sense when you think of the public posturing that this man has taken, and it didn't work either, did it?
Imagine thinking you're Hollywood royalty and then getting booed like a bad American Idol singer. That's Meghan and Harry's California life in one sentence. Let's be honest, Meghan Markle doesn't just randomly show up places. If she's going out, there's a business reason, a camera, or a hidden plan behind her perfect hair. And this Dodgers Stadium appearance, oh, it was planned.
Stunt, where Meghan looked almost manic for attention, and Prince Harry looked like he sometimes would rather be anywhere else on the planet, but at the game. But, well, that's the only place where he actually gets to do anything kind of sort of manly. I think it reflects the entire thing, an epic mess, and as well reflects the very chaotic, very unstructured, very directionless PR strategy of Prince Harry and Meghan.
Just hours earlier, she had launched her latest project, American Riviera Orchard's new holiday collection. You know, the one with candles and jam priced higher than a week's rent? So what better way to advertise than showing up at the game with her royal prop, sorry husband, for some free publicity?
Oh, he's miserable, isn't he? He's totally miserable. The commentator tried to put a more positive spin on it.
The plan was obvious. Smile for the cameras, enjoy some good vibes, and let the crowd adore her. Except, the crowd didn't adore her. The crowd booed loudly and repeatedly. And just like that, her PR plan fell apart right there.
Harry and Meghan are here watching some baseball as well.
Harry's face screamed, "Get me out of here." Meghan's screamed, "Keep smiling. We can fix this later." It was chaos disguised as confidence. The royal version of a bad movie premiere.
Mess, and as well reflects the very chaotic, very unstructured, very directionless PR strategy of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, especially because she's on the cover of Us Weekly talking about how she's reinventing herself. She's getting into high fashion. And
by the next morning, the headlines wrote themselves. Booed by LA, the Dodgers disaster. Strike 3 for Meghan Markle. Even the Daily Mail couldn't come up with mean enough captions.
So why in the world is she at a baseball game? The Venn diagram does not work. So guys, we are going to get into Harry and Meghan invading their privacy yet again.
What was supposed to be a perfect PR stunt turned into everyone making fun of her? Meghan wanted a comeback moment and instead became a joke.
There was no way you could cut the fact that when they appeared on the cam, to the audience, to the crowd, there were boos.
Now, here's where it goes from awkward to really embarrassing. The boos were bad, but the seating arrangement was the real scandal that set the internet on fire.
Very specific to her and have nothing to do with the holidays. Again, kind of a dumb mistake. But anyways, she very much was there, not for the game, not for the players, not for anything else, but...
The front row at Dodger Stadium isn't just a view, it's a privilege. We're talking Hollywood stars, sports legends, billionaires who can buy small countries. But that night, two people who quit being royals and don't even like being called royal anymore somehow got the best seats in the house.
That's where they were seated. That wasn't a mistake. I've heard it's the owner's box, whatever. But that was done just so Harry and Meghan...
According to insiders, Magic Johnson and Sandy Koufax, actual legends, were pushed back a row to make space for Meghan and Harry. Yes, Magic Johnson, a literal basketball god, and Sandy Koufax, a Dodgers icon, had to sit behind the Montecito Monarchs of melodrama.
When the crowd realized what happened, the energy changed instantly. People were furious and not quiet about it. One fan shouted, "Who invited them?" Another said, "Royal privilege follows you even when you quit the palace." Mean maybe. Deserved. Absolutely.
Zero to do with sports is show up at a major sporting event, which is why I feel like, in part, this appearance has gone down so incredibly badly. So let's go ahead and take a listen to the booze, which was...
Harry looked like he wanted to disappear into his $1,000 Dodgers hat. Meghan, meanwhile, kept that fake smile locked in place like she was on a reality TV show, but the audience wasn't buying it. The entitlement was too obvious, even louder than the booze.
Listen.
That night, the Sussexes learned the hard way. In America, respect isn't inherited. You earn it. And they'd just been rejected by the crowd.
Let's listen again.
You know that nightmare where you're suddenly on stage and everyone's laughing? Now imagine that, but it's real. Broadcast live on a giant screen, and you're Prince Harry.
Excited to see them. And the reason is, these two nincompoops have never shown at any point what...
When the camera zoomed in, the crowd's roar didn't sound like excitement. It sounded like judgment. A wave of boos thundered across Dodger Stadium, and the cameras caught every embarrassing second. Harry's face did that thing. That nervous half-smile, the maybe they're not booing us expression that fools no one.
Harry watches the sport at all. Does he care about baseball? I don't think so. But Meghan has a brand to sell. And her idea was, which...
Meghan, on the other hand, went straight into Hollywood denial mode. She waved, grinned, tilted her head like she was posing for a Christmas card. You could practically hear her thinking, smile through it, Meghan. They can't boo royalty forever. Spoiler, they can.
Does he care about baseball? I don't think so. But Meghan has a brand to sell. And her idea was, which I'm sure she pushed through her PR team, because even if they were in...
Online, the clips went viral. TikTokers remixed the moment with laugh tracks. And Twitter renamed it the Bohemian Rhapsody. Someone even edited in cricket sounds during the silence between boos. Brutal.
Fairly true. This is something arranged through PR. What Meghan Markle has always done and continues to do is relentlessly drive her image by pouring...
And Harry, he looked like a man questioning all his life choices. The Oprah interview, the Netflix show, the Spotify flop, every decision led to this being booed by a crowd that didn't even want to see him. What was supposed to be a cute look, or just like you moment, turned into one of the most awkward public disasters of their California life. It wasn't just a boo, it was a message. America had seen the show and wanted a refund.
Into PR. Guys, I would not be surprised at the end of the day, Harry and Meghan's money is eaten up by PR. I think that's entirely possible to happen at this point. I think that's where all her suits money went, was to PR.
Let's talk about the real reason Meghan showed up that night. And no, it wasn't for baseball. It was for candles, 64 candles. To be exact.
Relationship or develop something with the owners and say, hey, Harry and Meghan would love to attend. Would you be willing?
Just hours before her doomed Dodgers appearance, Meghan had unveiled her American Riviera Orchard holiday collection. A brand so carefully planned, it made even Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop roll its eyes. The collection had everything from overpriced jam jars to candles named after special dates, like her birthday and wedding day. Cute, right? Except those same dates are tied to endless drama.
Meghan gets into her manic state, and it's just so obvious. And you gotta wonder as well.
Candle 084, inspired by her August 4th birthday, was supposed to smell like home. Which home? Exactly. The one she ran away from. Candle 519, tied to her wedding date, claimed to smell like love and new beginnings. Twitter users joked it should have been labeled "smells like lawsuits and Netflix deals." It was Meghan's big soft launch. A new chapter, a new vibe, a new business. But the timing? Brutal. The Dodgers disaster completely hijacked the spotlight. Instead of glowing reviews about her fancy products, social media was flooded with clips of her being booed.
Son of the King, it's the Toronto Blue Jays playing. So you got a lot of people from Canada ticked off that this nincompoop, that's what I call them,
In one night, the brand went from elegant inspiration to PR nightmare. Even diehard fans couldn't defend it. Meghan wanted to sell a lifestyle, but what she accidentally sold was proof that no amount of candles can cover the smell of desperation.
Supporting the LA Dodgers. Yes, I get it. He lives in the greater Los Angeles area, more or less. But it would have been actually interesting for these two nincompoops if they actually represent.
Now, here's where things get weird, and the internet noticed fast. Meghan and Harry's big family night out at Dodger Stadium didn't actually include the family.
Wore the Toronto Blue Jays cap while she was in Canada. Because again, all this is farce and artifice. It's all fake.
Where were Archie and Lilibet? For a couple who talk endlessly about family first, they sure seem to leave. The kids behind whenever there's a red carpet or camera around.
Just Stadium. Harry hears it, looks smug, and pretends to laugh. Queer lips of truth, saying they also took their bad luck there and caused the LA Dodgers to lose the game. Whoopsie.
The optics were off again. The same people who once screamed privacy for our children are now doing paparazzi walks, Netflix shows, and magazine covers. But when it's time to actually show a wholesome family moment, nowhere to be found. Not even a blurry shadow in the stands.
The cameras. And we see this reflected in some of the pictures. Because, yeah, we get some happy pictures. Meghan's definitely, checking out and side-eyeing the camera in some pictures. But we also get pictures where the
fans online went wild. Do the kids even exist outside PR photos? One ex-user joked. Another said, at this point, Lilibet's more mysterious than Bigfoot. Brutal. But you can't deny the question hits hard.
PDA. So yes, when the Getty photographer comes by, Meghan has to slather herself over Harry because she thinks somehow that portrays something like we would want her henpecked baby.
Compare them to other celebrity parents. Beyonce occasionally brings Blue Ivy on stage. Kim Kardashian lets her kids steal her spotlight. Even Elon Musk's toddler crashes his interviews. But Meghan? She keeps the kids on lockdown like royal hostages, only showing them when it fits her brand image.
Serve her agenda. Meghan, nobody wants a guy. He's a beta male at this point. She hangs all over him and, touchy-feely and all this.
If it's a privacy choice, fine. But when your entire empire is built on relatable family life, the absence speaks volumes. Let's be honest, the only babies getting attention are the ones in her candle collection.